Greetings, friends. I think I'm going to start a new series called The World According to Tom. You know, we live in this culture where, hey, you're entitled to your own truth. You're entitled to your own opinion. Nothing is fact. I might as well just let it roll. The World According to Tom. Well, we'll see what happens. So I'm at a city council. I'm at a city hall today, and I applied to be able to speak at a city council of a particularly large community. And I was met with some things that were absolutely shocking. I can't tell you I was necessarily surprised, but I was shocked at the sort of the look on the lady's face as she told me, when I told her, I said, well, what does it take to get on the agenda? She says, well, what's your name? And my immediate response was, why does it really matter what my name is if I want to get on the agenda? And she said, and what do you want to talk about? And I said, well, I don't really understand why that's important and what I want to talk about. I said those to myself, of course. But I asked her, I said, hey, I said, so how does it work? Do you have like a free comment period where people are allowed 3 minutes to sort of air their dirty laundry about their electric bill or whatever? And she said, no, everybody gets screened before they're allowed to speak. And I said, so you have the ability to be able to control the environment in city council and prevent people from sort of exposing the dissatisfaction they have with the city if the mayor and the council decide that they don't want to be heard. And they said, that's right. So as respectfully as I could, I said, you know, the whole reason why city councils were created, at least in my best guesstimation, with all of the chairs there, is it's a public forum where the citizens have the ability to be able to hold their government accountable, maybe for the overspending of a huge police department, maybe the huge development of a out of control, difficulty funding library, who knows what else, right? Well, so they have the control, they have the ability to be able to sort of navigate the narrative. If they want somebody to be able to talk about, about something about finances or something, they have the ability to say no. So my question is, if we have a citizen government and citizens are supposed to hold government accountable, and government prevents the citizens from speaking at a public city council meeting, then how is it that the citizens can hold government accountable if the citizens are made unaware of certain things because the citizens are restricted from speaking about the things that concern them? And she has this glazed over look in her eye, like, a lot of people that you try to talk to in government, where that's just the rules. That's just the rules. And I said, well, is there any special rules or guidelines to be able to help me get on the agenda, to sort of help me along? I can jump through the proper hoops. You can tell me what's not allowed. Maybe I can't say the word communism or socialism, or I can't say the word homo, or I can't say this word or that word. They said, no, it's up to the mayor, it's up to the city council to be able to decide who goes on the agenda. So in The World According to Tom, I find this extremely dangerous because, for those of you that don't know, it allows the government to be able, the city council in this case, and the mayor, to be able to do whatever they want, to be able to direct their own narrative, restricting the rights of the freedom of the people while they're funded by those same people. And I think that is in great part where the corruption comes from in government, because the government somehow, as they appeal to you saying, please vote for me, I will do this and I will do that. And then they get in office and all of a sudden they like the way that seat feels and they like their salary funded by the taxpayer. And they say, you know what, we're going to go ahead and restrict freedom of speech. We're going to make it till they can't carry guns in there because we know if they get mad, they might shoot us. And we're going to just restrict this thing, and we're just going to restrict that thing, and we're just going to be able to create our own sort of little, our own little egg with our own little protective shell. And so for those of you that think that I'm kind of nutty It'd be interesting to be able to get your thoughts, but I find a tremendous problem with city councils that are doing that. And the other thing I noticed on the way out is they have this sticker on the front of their door that says, "Proud member of the Association of Cities." Well, think about the Association of Cities for a minute. Is that a collective entity? And is that a private organization? And should the cities be members of private organizations when they may be talking about public policy? Maybe they have decided as a public entity to be able to prevent freedom of speech for the citizens. So then you have this sort of public-private partnership that we all love so much, where the Association of the Cities and the cities themselves are in that own little egg with their own little protective shell against the evil citizens that fund their salaries. So the question I ask is, what the heck is really going on when you have cities aligning themselves with private organizations that could really control, manipulate, or completely restrict any rights of the people and their ability to be able to function in a citizen's government? Anyway, that's just a couple thoughts I had, you guys. The world according to Tom. So, anyway, God bless you. Have a great weekend. Bye.